Hello, ladies and gentlemen, how are you? How's your day? And right now, I'm going to tell you guys what I think being rich is like. Because as you could see, I am I am poor as shit. Hold on. Within my wallet, hold on, it's gotten dark there. Within my wallet, I have $1, $2, $5 bill, which is the fanciest bill I'll ever own. But yeah. A bus card, receipts to places I'm gonna return shit to. And these, and I'm not talking about like two, I'm talking about 1, 2, 3. And, huh. And this already used the most fanciest thing in my wallet at the moment, a used change card, which is not unlimited. And it has $0, and I just keep it for shits and giggles. So yeah, as you could see, as you could sniff it out, I am poor as shit. But yeah, the reason why I have like all this stuff is mainly because of my parents, my limited time job, and the fact that some people owed me. And even then, I still have like stuff that dates back years ago. So yeah. Now, what I think being rich is like. Imagine this. You are the only person in a theme park. Let's just say this theme park is Disneyland. You're the only person there. Everything is free. You have personal, like, and every worker there is at your service. What else are you going to do? You tried out all the rides. At you tried out all the rides at first, and at first it was fun. It was nice. But then as you slowly realize, you need to have people to enjoy it with. Either that or you're going to flex the fact that you practically live in Disneyland. To me, that's what rich is like. Being rich is like, at first, it is fun. It is nice. But at the end of the road, what else you gonna do? Your house is cluttered with stuff you don't need or want. You have comic books, expensive ones, that you don't even read. And at the end of the day, who's gonna care? And the only thing that you could ever do as a rich person is go out to eat, work, sit down, watch the TV on your like big ass motherfucking TV, drive around in your expensive car, even though a normal car would have sufficed and have been done a little bit better. Drive around in your Cybertruck, even though a normal car is better. And just watch all us poor people suffer. That's all you could do. Because the reality is, if you have no care in the world, if you really have all of the things you could ever want or need, if you like have your bills paid, like you don't worry about bills, you don't worry about food, you don't worry about anything else, what then? What if you have like let's say you have kids. that is awesome. Like, you have kids, you have someone to share the wealth with, but you also have to worry about them becoming spoiled and becoming too dependent on what you have. And you have to worry about friendships. Because as a rich guy, all friendships are fake. If you're friends with a poor person, they are pretending. They don't really care about you. They only care what is in your pants, which is a wallet. I wasn't talking about your dick. And you have to worry about pretty much getting married. Because you could easily end up with the wrong person. You could end up with a gold digger. Somebody that could easily manipulate you into doing what she wants you to do. And if you get her pregnant, that's a great way for her to get child support. So at the end of the day, being rich sucks. But being poor, that also fucking sucks. So, you guys probably wondering, what is the middle ground? What will like keep you motivated to earn more money, but yet you don't have enough to the point where you could trust people, where you could have almost like where you could have stuff, like where you could have trustworthy friends. To me, that is the mediocre family. Pretty much people that are and not rich. People that is both poor and rich. They could like spend their money on a lot of stuff, but not too much, so that way they could still pay the bills. People like managers, business owners, like small business owners, people that could afford a second story house, somebody that still worries about bills but doesn't think too much about it. That is, to me, the sweet spot. And if I ever get a lot of money, like a bunch, like freaking, like about, let's just say 7 million, I'm not going to spend that money on shit I want. I'm going to spend that money on what I want to do for my career. And that is to make movies and entertain people the way I think people should be entertained. Because personally, being a YouTuber, it's not the thing for me. If I was rich, I would spend millions on my own projects until I get to the sweet spot, which I would like to call paradise. But yeah, that's what I think. What do you think? I think this is going to be the longest fucking video I've ever made. But yeah, moral of the story. Being poor, it's horrible. Take it from me, I've been homeless. But being rich, it just makes you empty inside. It doesn't make you anything. You could flex about it all you want, but who fucking cares? To me, being mediocre, that's a sweet spot. It gets you out of bed to go to work every day. Yeah, again, it also makes you not worry. I'm trying to drag this video out so that way it could hit the 10-minute mark. Just let's give it a minute. Let that shit sink in. Bye. Fuck.